guys, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kim. I currently live in Japan where I do lifestyle and traveling videos, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for all your love and support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and turn on your post notification bell. That way you'll never miss another video. And without further ado, let's jump into today's video. So I know you already saw the title. What do you bring to the table? It's a question and a debate that has people on total opposite ends, and I've been saying this, I think we're in some kind of warfare going on, guys, in between the sexes, because I don't understand why we can't just get it together. So let's just jump into it. So why are people offended by this question? Well, before we even start that, boom, check out this picture right here. So I saw this picture online, and it was really crazy. It was on my IG. Follow me on IG if you have noticed yet. KimDix Diary right here, and it's also in the description. You could just click, tap, follow, and then we're off. Okay, so I saw it on Instagram and it was crazy. It was so crazy. First of all, let me just tell you, this right here is just ridiculous. I think it is crazy for us as women to say, if a man asks us what it is that you bring to the table, and then you in turn somehow rationalize that question means that this man needs to be cuddled and be treated like a child. I don't understand the correlations between these two. So if it is that you see this picture and you understand it and you're with it, go ahead and comment down below and help me understand it, please. In this video, I want us to go ahead and communicate more. If it is that you have different opinion, if you see something differently, if you agree, disagree, whatever it may be, let's talk about it so we can grow together and learn together, okay? So yeah, I don't agree with it. I don't get it. So this led me to ask myself many questions. So what does it mean? For me, the meaning of what do you bring to the table is the person just trying to understand what value are you going to bring into my life? What is it that you're going to offer me in terms of value, in terms of culture, in terms of wisdom? What is it that you are going to be offering me? And this is why this question is so important. And so often we diminish this question to just sex, and we diminish it to money. See, these two things don't matter when it comes on to this question. Money and sex does not matter. And I think that's why so many people get offended, because they bring those things into it. These are about characteristics. When somebody asks you what you're bringing to the table, you should never be, I got a master's degree. Yeah, I work X amount of money. Yeah, that's not what I'm asking you. I want to hear about your, well, me personally, I wouldn't pose a question like that, because to me, when you ask people direct question like that, you're just going to list things to me. So things that you think I want to hear. So in an ideal world, you ask somebody, what do you bring to the table? Yeah, I'm loyal, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. Your words and your action needs to be blended together. So for me, I think this question needs to be deciphered, and it takes over time. It takes time to actually figure out if what the person has listed, if that truly is reality, or if they're just saying it just to say it. Because we live in a world that people just say things just to say it, and it has no meaning to it or anything like that. So what does it mean? So all it means when they're asking, what do you bring to the table? It's just how you're going to better my life. And that's a valid question to ask someone when you're dating, which is why I personally am confused as to why it causes such an uproar into the dating community when that question is asked. So if you're dating with a purpose, which I hope if you're dating, that's the plan, whether it be for a long-term relationship or marriage or whatever it is, but there needs to be a purpose behind it. In order for me to know if you can help me fulfill my purpose, I need to know what it is that you're offering me. And that's why I personally think it is a legit question that I really don't think anybody needs to be offended. I don't really get that, because it's a necessary question. Why are people offended by this question? Well, for me, I think it just depends on the person and how the question is posed. So if the question is posed in a negative manner, like, so you're there talking to somebody and they're just like, So what you bring to the table? Like, what can you offer me? Like, off gate, this is bad vibe, my wall goes up, I'm done with the conversation, you start shutting down. But if the question is presented in a more relaxed tone, for lack of a better word, it becomes more of a just an intriguing question, but it gives you an understanding of who the person is, and that's essentially asking, what do you bring to the table? So I think the problem with the question, what do you bring to the table, and why it's offensive to people is because it comes off as gut punching. We all have social cues. We all know how to communicate, and we're taught to not communicate in a direct or confrontational manner. We kind of soften the edges, and that's the reason why it comes off as, but is it truly offensive in itself? No. It's a question that needs to be asked, and everyone who is dating should be asking these questions. This question, or changing the question in a way to find out the answer of, what do you bring to the table? I want to know. I don't think this question should be one that is offensive, because this question has been posed for centuries. We have asked this question, however, in different ways. So somebody asking you, so what do you do for a living? How long have you been working in your current job? You can even throw them off guard. Just something as simple as, how long have you had your phone provider? That's a crazy question to ask, but it also shows the person's loyalty. Like, some people change their phone provider like this. I've had the same number for like over 10 years. So I don't understand that, but that's a different story. So what ideally is on this table? Now, each person's table is going to be it's going to be different, guys. No one has the same requirements, the same prerequisites for this table. It just depends on the individual. And that table is going to be formed or shaped by that person's culture, their background, their family dynamics that they had growing up. There's going to be different factors that's going to cause whatever that person is looking for on that table. I think this is a great question to get out there as soon as possible, because I don't know about you, but I don't like to waste my time. So if it is that I ask you what you bring to the table, or however I want to pose that question, and I'm realizing that your table is too chaotic, or what you're bringing to my table, I already got it. I mean, think about it like Thanksgiving or something, right? You don't need 6 turkeys on your table. Like, you only need 1 bird. You get a big bird that can feed everybody. You don't need 6 more. So if he's going to tell me that, yeah, I can bring you 5 turkeys, 3 mashed potatoes, I already got that. I don't need that. So you need to go find a different table, because this table is already filled, and the things that I need a sweet potato pie, I need some rolls, and if you don't have that, I'm just saying, I'm just bringing it in layman's terms. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, ideally, that's what we're trying to figure out. Can you offer me? Because nobody needs a duplicate of things. I mean, 2 is okay, but when you're duplicating too much, it's kind of like, you're not needed. So I think it's a very important question to be asked early on in your relationship. So the thing about it is, you got to be careful with that, what do you bring to the table conversation, because some people use that topic as a shield, while others use it to bring attention that you're just not worthy of my time. So you have to read the room. I think it's most important for you to read the room, read the dynamics of what is happening, for you to try to decipher like how is this going, because yeah. For instance, look at this video right here, guys.
Let's backtrack. I make a house a home. Okay. All the shit that you don't even think about that makes your life easier, I do that.
Let me ask you a question, right? Everything that you're telling me can be bought. Guess what? I can have an assistant order me paper towels and toilet paper and groceries on Amazon. Actually, I get Whole Foods delivered to my house weekly. It's a subscription. I get meal preps every week. My meal preps is $120 and I get 3 meals a day. I make myself my own breakfast. That's 4 square meals. I have another cleaning lady. She charges me $100 a week to come clean. You are only saving me $600. What you're bringing to this table is a service that can be paid for.
So homeboy was giving me all kind of pissed off vibe. Like, this guy was using this as a shield. It mattered not what any woman said they were bringing to the table. He didn't want it because he's not interested in a woman. And by no means am I saying that he's gay when I'm saying he's not interested in a woman. What I'm saying is he's not interested in a relationship at the moment. He doesn't understand the worth of a woman. Because how is it that you're going to ask what it is that you bring to the table? The young lady told you what she's going to offer you to your table. You're telling her that you can buy that, you can buy that, you can buy that. So that tells you that this man hasn't understand love. He hasn't received love. He doesn't understand the difference between obligation and willingness. He doesn't understand the worth of a woman, because there is no way you can match up your woman to a cleaning lady. It just doesn't work, because this is the difference, guys. I think as human we have like a lucky underwear or something like that, right? Or a lucky shirt, or a shirt that we think, or something that we think makes us look better, makes us do our best. The cleaning lady, she knows that she needs to do laundry. She knows that she needs to do the white loads today, right? But she won't have time to do the colored. She'll do that tomorrow. But tomorrow you have an interview. But she isn't privy to the fact of what you like and how you feel in the said shirt that she's going to watch tomorrow. So she just does her white load. The difference with it is that if you had a woman, I would have understood, you know, babe is going on his interview tomorrow. I know that this shirt makes him confident. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that shirt is washed, is ironed, so that tomorrow I can lay it out and I can be like, babe, you can wear this shirt. I know that you feel confident in it. He never has a woman to pray over him, speak love into him, speak life into him. And it's okay. So until he has received those things, he will never understand what it is that a woman brings to the table. Yeah, you could buy everything in this world. You could buy. You could even buy your baby. You want your baby to have blue eyes? You could pay for that. So you can quantify everything in life. But what you can't quantify is love and what someone is willing to do for you out of willingness and not obligation. And that's something that it just went zoop, zoop, zoops. It passed him everywhere. And it's sad. It makes me very sad to know that he has never received or seen love, for that matter of fact. And it's just a cold and sad world for him. So I think people like this guy uses it as a shield to try to diminish you as a woman, or diminish the person's worth. Because there's no way you can ask that question, and when the person presents to you the offer, then you're telling them that you can do that and you can do better. Then walk away from my table, please. Walk away from my table. Like, why are you here? So others also use this tactic of asking, what do you bring to the table, to draw realizations to the person, to let them know, hey, this is not going to work. There is nothing that you can offer me on my table that I can't offer to myself. There's nothing that you can give to me to make my life a better quality. Sometimes you just have to say it out loud, and once the person starts listing off the things that they can name, and you're like, and as they're saying it, sometimes it's just a powerful realization. As they're saying it, sometimes the dots all connect and they're like, oh. So sometimes that's why you just have to be blunt and just like, what's up? So in conclusion, guys, don't be offended by this question, because this is a question that you yourself should be asking this question, and it helps you to navigate where you're going to be going next. What is the next step? Is this something that you can continue doing, or are you guys just going to call it quits and walk away right here? So it's definitely an essential question. So I also think another important thing for us to do is to ask the question differently. Do it in a more comforting manner, because you are trying to get to know the person that's on the opposite side of the table from you. So you don't want to ask a question that's going to raise their guard. You want them to be somewhat comfortable. So just find a way to ask your question, be direct with your question, but ask them in a different way. And comment down below if you want me to tell you different ways that you can ask this question, because there are many different ways, and you could get even better answers than the ones that they're just going to list off because they think that's what you want to hear. And this is the most important one, guys. Never, ever you argue with anyone when they ask you, what do you bring to the table? And you go ahead and you lay out your spread, and then the person gives you a rebuttal. Madam, sir, go ahead and pack up all your belongings and go. You just go, because it makes no sense. You don't ask someone a question and when you give them an answer they give you a rebuttal. Everything after but is bullshit. Always remember that. So stand your ground. Go ahead, you ask the question, you answer, and you let it be. You don't argue with somebody. This is what it is. This is what I'm offering, because this is what's going to happen. At the end of the day, if you guys do decide to go forward in that relationship, I guarantee you, I don't know if it's going to be the first disagreement or the third or the fourth disagreement, but that's going to come up sometime sooner or later, because from the moment you told them what you were offering, they already had a rebuttal. It was an issue. It was a disconnect. But for whatever reason, you guys still continue to go forward, because, you know, as humans, we sometimes talk about, oh, we could just compromise. Certain things we can't compromise on. And I think we need to understand that there's certain things that there's no compromise on, and that's okay. That's truly okay. But y'all see I'm getting heated over this, so I'm just gonna leave that one as it is. So this concludes our video, guys. Go ahead and like, subscribe, share, and turn on your post notification bell. That way you'll never miss another video. And comment down below, is what do you bring to the table a okay question to ask on a date or not? Let's talk about it down below. Until next time, see you. Bye. So in conclusion, I've been chewing this gum the whole time. It won't stand on my tongue anymore. And my mouth is kind of tired. I should have brought water. And go ahead and comment down below. Ooh, excuse me. I don't know why I'm always burping while I'm on here. Okay, I'm ready again.